there.
This one, right?
Yeah, that's yarrow.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
It'd be hard to identify. When yarrow gets bigger, it's really easy to see.
So if you like smash
better
it,
Looks
when
like a
it's small.
pineapple, top of a pineapple.
When they get
almost.
big, they lose all their potency.
A little
smash
spiky.
that up and smell it. It's
Sharp.
the best stuff. You rub it on
Just
you
like
to get rid of
pineapple.
people put it in
bugs.
cuts and
So
wounds.
effective.
Supposed to help
It's
it.
one of the best,
Heal a
most
lot.
medicinal plants for sure.
Roots are really
This one?
fine, new ones.
No, this one.
Yeah.
For what?
Everything.
Like a number.
Everything.
It's a cure-all.
This does too.
Really?
It had the
Flower does
most,
too. It's a great
second
thing
most
for
uses for any
your
plant from
tooth
Native
aches.
Americans behind
This is Achilles. Is the
What's
Greek
this
god
called?
That
yarrow.
Yarrow was a warrior or something from mythology. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I guess he had just this one plant. He'd bring it with him onto the battlefield, and all of his soldiers would get hurt. And they'd rub it on him, and they'd be back to normal. When he was born, his mom dipped him in a bucket of yarrow up to his ankles, and his ankle was exposed, so his
Oh yeah,
mustard.
it
This is
tastes
really
like Chinese mustard, but I don't like Chinese mustard.
Actually, it's really good.
Yeah, I grew some. I grew a
Yeah,
whole
this
bunch
is-
of
this is
mustards
wild
one year and
radish.
tried to learn to like them, but I never could.
But this is different. It's not like.
What about
What does
this
it
one?
taste like?
Oh, it's dead. It's a weed.
Isn't
taken
cyanide
away
composed in
while they're
mustard?
chewing on a fucking hot dog.
I mean, it's probably a different process or whatever. Or they're
Yeah,
The
this is really
chemical in
good.
mustard is
No, I'll give you a
brassicate.
nice one, but take.
Do
Do you want the leaf or should I pick the plant?
Flavor. I don't think there's any cyanide
pick
in it,
it?
but there is a lot of cyanide.
Or do you want to
in,
just
like,
get it in the
roast found.
ground?
Apple
Yeah.
seeds, apple seeds,
Oh, that's
cherry
good.
seeds, prunes, the rose family. Those usually have
I've heard
cyanide.
it's
Have you
He
seen
did
it
it,
since then?
and it literally, the doctors were
What
blown
about-
away.
what
When I
about
heard the
this
story,
one?
I didn't believe it.
That's
Yeah,
seven.
I didn't believe
It's
it.
that the
That's
plants
the
that I
one that
have
you
tons
thought.
of that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I called
I thought this was that.
So that's what you were talking about. Look, they just murdered this stuff, huh?
What
That's the diuretic.
Lariaceae.
Diarrhea.
which is the same as tomatoes
Digitalis. No, that's
That's
the
a do not
Solanaceae.
touch patch.
The nightshade.
and what did you say this one was?
Scrofulariaceae. It's like
Oh, hey.
Digitalis, and there's a bunch of like spike flowers. Mullen's in that family.
It's a pine,
That's is that a fir tree?
or fir, isn't it? What about the little berries on this one?
Yeah, these juniper.
Oh, this is another juniper.
Yeah, this is what they make gin out of.
Little
Berry.
People who, foraging, in evolution, they ought to eat trying different things. And they come across maybe some fat mushrooms or some morning glory trees. That's how their minds got it.
or a hunter-gatherer.
We have receptors in our brain called the Scary receptors.
I just
That
saw
don't
this Santa Claus.
These chemicals fit in.
Take some of this.
They say it was like exactly what you're saying. It's
It pretty much
the theory
opened
of,
up
like,
make-believe
some
land.
primitive man. It looks like an apple. It looks delicious. It looks worthy of taking a bite.
No, checking out the trees were talking to me.
I wouldn't. I don't know. That's a radish. Wild radish. If you taste it, it's like mustard.
Was that the same one we had back at the other?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Is this another aster?
So maybe that would.
That might be an aster. It might be a daisy.
I don't think that's
That
the
might
same.
be,
Don't you be picking my daisies.
but I'm not sure exactly. So,
Be a daisy if you
Even
do.
though they're
This
not
is radish.
flower in, they will be
Dandelion,
This is
I'm gonna need
dandelion?
every one of them.
soon. Don't you dare!
radish. If you
Are these
taste-
edible?
Yeah, if you taste it, it tastes like mustard.
Hey, where's the ginseng patch? I heard you can make
It's
money.
just right
on
down
it.
the street.
All right, let's go. Watch out, man. It might be
So,
called poachers.
the tree of knowledge, then. You know, you eat of the tree of knowledge.
Your body is.
Oh, that's
Consciousness.
a very interesting
Consciousness,
interpretation of
right?
that.
But think
Yeah,
about it though.
wow.
They
Your,
say-
So
your
the Bible
body, your
is-
temple
You know,
is the tree of life.
That's right.
Your helix.
There's an old fresco in France that shows Adam and Eve eating from Amanita muscaria. It's like one of the
Wow.
oldest frescoes in the
That's
world.
what happened.
now it all makes
Then this
sense.
make-believe snake man kind of thing showed up.
Yeah, yeah.
Eat this apple, dude. Or she did.
So I can start going to church again.
You can.
It all makes sense now.
The church is in the temple. You don't need to go somewhere on the outside. It's funny because anytime you
church
go
enough.
into a church, they're worshiping the God on the outside, which is not what we are. We are the God on the inside.
This is the plantain.
The
Yes,
four agreements.
plantain.
Whole type of spiritualism, like
Yeah.
everyone has God.
Here's a.
We are. We are God. We're the co-creators of this planet.
No, this is
we're
in the
here
Polygonaceae family. But what is it called?
Our soul, our,
Buckwheat
who you truly
family.
are. This is your.
It's not the plantain.
This
I thought it
one,
was more like sorrel
that's not
or a
sorrel.
burdock.
Burdock.
Yes, we are.
Burdock.
This is burdock.
There's the word sorrel is a bad word to use because there's
There's
three
a
different
different-
families
That's a
that
good
have
one or a
sorrel.
bad one?
This is edible. That's what buckwheat comes from. It's the Polygonaceae family.
Buckwheat bread is made out
It's
of
like
seeds
Indian
from that.
tobacco,
Seeds,
a
yeah.
lot of people call it.
The
Tobacco.
tobacco plant is
tobacco
so
is in the
beautiful.
nightshade.
I had no idea.
So
he went to Brazil
this
and
is
he has
this is
shots
buckwheat,
of-
and then this.
What's that?
Is this this
You
is
know what I
this
mean? Like
different
on
or
his
is this
website,
the
you
same?
Okay, I was like, wait, you can
You know, I think that's the
ferment
same.
Yeah, it is.
tobacco?
It is.
Sorry.
Really young and fresh like this is really not bad. This has got something crawling on it.
No, this is
I like
good.
it like a
And it
shot,
kinda-
you know, like
The garden sorrel or burdock, whatever,
The
has
root's
kind of
supposed
that
to be edible.
lemony thing to it.
Yeah, it's in the oxalis family.
Yeah. Oxalic acid, yeah,
Yep.
that's what that tang is, yeah.
And vitamin C. It has
Yeah.
vitamins. You can use it as toilet paper, but you don't want to use it the wrong way. There's a right way and a wrong way.
Oh, because it has hair on the inside.
It's mullen,
Yeah.
right?
And and the stem,
Destroy leaf, will I die?
the stem you can make a fire out of.
And
It's really good. It's even better than the yucca sometimes.
What about
the
everybody's
flour? You
America's
can make
favorite? This guy.
this medicine that you can do all sorts of stuff with your ears. First thing comes to mind is your teeth.
Tobacco.
Something about your lungs. They smoked this stuff. The Indians smoked it, right?
Primitive
That's
living in Oregon.
thistle.
It was like
Yep.
stone and rain, and I
Family.
just got a big
I heard that's
road,
actually
like,
good for you.
It is, but it's a lot of work. Too much work.
Well, these guys are about
This is
dead.
like that's
banana.
That's a
Put it in a
looks like paper birch.
Looks like dead paper birch.
Yeah, this is. They used
So
to
you
actually
use
use
this
this
for
as paper.
parchment.
They used to use this for parchment.
seen
Petula
Like papyrus?
papyrus.
except in
Huh?
Papyrus?
Yeah, papyrus is the actual species name.
These Asians still.
Real brittle though.
you probably have to put some
It's
kind
like-
of gluey
it's a
rabbit
roll of-
skin with
Right, they get it wet.
And I just-
They do,
I like
I think,
pliable.
pine sap or the sap
Let's
from
make
the
a
tree.
scroll.
Pretty cool though.
It's like
I mean, you can make all kinds of stuff out of this, specifically rope, really easy. Super easy.
the roots is like
The rope we
the
can make
roots
out
is
of
like
this is
more
incredible.
than
With
yours.
this one piece right here.
Wow.
Because the
That
way
seems pretty.
alone, it's not very
Because I mean,
strong.
the strength would have to come.
So you have
that
to
way.
first you have to twist it, and then you have to twist that, then you
I guess if
fold
you
it and twist
big
that around
enough,
itself.
yeah.
Then the power of it just multiplies and multiplies. But you
Look at
gotta.
that, that's just amazing.
Make toilet paper strong.
If you had to and you were in dire need,
Water would probably
toilet
be
paper
softer.
Dire need. Diarrhea need.
for your diarrhea needs.
It's actually, if you do it, I've eaten them just straight. if you the stingers will only get in you if you go against the grain of the stingers. They all go like this. So if you go up, even with your fingers, you can just go right up the plant like that, and it'll break them all. Or even hot water. They're so fragile. Hot water will kill them. Or you wave them over your fire if you're camping, and they're great to eat, especially the tops. The tops is where the most calories are. Where the buds are.
Yeah, the new growth.
You eat the buds and the leaves, but don't eat the stalks because the stalks are so fibrous.
That it's just basically.
No, you can't digest it. But you can make cordage out of the stalks that is so strong you wouldn't even believe it. A piece of it as thick as a string. You could get probably 2 guys on it. Just you wouldn't be able to break it.
Well, when we were up at Lamb's Canyon, we did
Just knowing what you can eat.
the nettle.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
good.
delicious.
It is
Do
good.
not eat the bark of the begonia. Do not eat the bud.
Scanning plants.
Right there. We go there.
That's a different kind
That's
of.
lamb's ear.
Yeah, lamb's ear.
Mint.
So you can definitely eat the lamb's ear.
You
that
can
different?
eat it, but it's not palatable.
Is that different than the mullein?
Very, yeah, that's a mint. So it's gonna have square stems.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna have opposite leaves, like we were talking
This
about.
mullein here?
It's lamb's ear. It's a
Oh,
Nope.
you wouldn't want to eat this one, would
I
you?
wouldn't want to eat a lot of them.
It's you can eat it, but it's
Lamb's ear.
it should be kind of spicy
so
and it should be carried. Yeah, it's mint. Pretty mild.
Did not like it.
Square stem.
Really, right?
This, yeah, I don't know. It looks definitely,
like it.
Orange.
yeah, the tiger lily. It looks a lot like tiger lily.
Because you can eat roses.
Oh yeah, like
If it follows all the other things, yeah. So square stem, opposite leaves, right? And it always has some flavor.
Now
or
that
aroma.
would be more of a nice way to.
You can take off a little piece.
More
and
like
taste
soft,
it if
like
you want.
4-ply toilet paper there.
Those over
It's
there
like 50 ply.
lily,
Yeah.
right?
It's like wiping your mouth with a mouse.
What's this one?
Oh, it's like silky smooth. Loving it.
the plant has a strategy and the bug
Groundsel.
has a counter strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
What is Nate the?
The intelligence of creation is truly amazing.
Oh,
People
check this out.
lose that.
This is the only one I see, but this is called carpet weed, bed straw. And what they used to do with this is like make beds out of this stuff. Pillows.
Soft.
Feel it. You'll feel it.
Delicious.
It sticks.
Too, yeah.
I
Or cleavers.
If only we could find where that grows in abundance.
Make that coffee
It
substitute.
sticks.
Oh yeah, it sticks
So-
together, so you can make
Yeah.
a ball out of it.
It's edible too. It makes coffee.
Really?
Coffee?
Yeah.
Tastes like coffee?
Yeah.
Wow.
Supposedly.
I heard it's really hard to. Is that more? Bed straw.
I've got tons of
I think
them.
that's
Is this what it is?
though.
I wonder, yeah, if there are other
Yep.
plants too, like that act like caffeine.
Pretty much like that.
You smell it.
It might be more of that lamb's ear.
Oh, like in a younger stage.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That's great hyacinth.
And then I just trust coffee.
This one right here, fern.
Because they've been good for that long. Yeah, that there really are any side bad side effects.
You can tell with the little dead ones that are left on top.
Ferns don't have flowers. Ferns don't even have seeds. Ferns are
Oh,
so
okay,
primitive.
that's
They
how
have
it
spores.
They're good for bug bites and like you get stinging nettle on your
Look, there's
legs
some
or whatever.
strawberry.
Wild strawberry right
Wild
there.
strawberry,
Yeah.
that's
For
cool.
sure, Fragaria genus.
What about this
So
one?
wild
Looks
strawberry.
kinda
right
different.
Yeah, you could have.
That looks like some sort of poodled out sort of Apiaceae carrot family.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Carrot family?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either a carrot or parsley, parsnip, or
This is like a parsnip. Is this what you're talking about?
yeah, it's the same stuff. It's probably definitely not that.
Smells good.
It does. It's pretty
It
pungent.
does smell good.
Check it out.
That's in the carrot family.
You're stepping on him. Well, he's
watching where
right.
I'm
He's
stepping.
right
I
there.
don't want to pick up more if I don't have to.
What is it?
I
It's like fennel.
Fennel is part of that billion
grow back in its place.
It's very interesting
Mother
smell.
decides to just turn
What does it smell like to you?
shell off to us.
Yeah, but that's what we've been doing the rest of the world.
Smells like a chrysanthemum, I don't know.
All this strip mining, I hope he wins.
Do they know the mechanism behind that? Like why?
Yeah.
Now that looks like lettuce.
Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Yeah.
Really good for you.
It's a brassica, kale, cabbage.
That's for sure.
Closer to kale looking cabbage to me.
All brassica is edible.
Yep.
Yeah, cabbage is really good for you.
Yeah.
Mutant plants.
What are you calling a pansy?
Violaceae.
Pansy.
Those are pansies. And they're in the Violaceae.
Yeah.
The violet.
It's funny how pansy became like,
This
they
is
got a
an
bad
aster.
rap.
Yeah, the brush
You could maybe also hold
What about these guys here?
I always thought that would just be softer than grass, just have that as a ground cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it looks like it would actually prevent weeds from growing.
Right. Yeah. It'd be so dense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
The yew tree.
That's the one. Who was asking me about the pine trees?
I was, yeah.
If you're gonna learn about edible pine stuff, everything in the whole pine family is edible except for this one family.
Wow.
And that's you gotta recognize this. That's a yew tree, that will kill you.
Huh.
Actually.
How do you
So don't
how
eat
do
any
you
of that.
differentiate them from the other pines?
The leaves kind of grow off of the stem, and the color of it, if you just look at it for a second, it's a little bit different. The way that the leaves are, the needles are flat. It also has a olive-like berry that's red. It looks like an olive with a seed coming out.
tasty.
And that part you can't eat. You can't eat the fruit
It
part.
tastes yucky. So, yeah.
Are you eating
The
that?
berries are
A
poisonous.
little bit.
Dude! They're
Dude,
nice.
I'm gonna be on the news.
It tasted yucky. I spit it out. It's not gonna kill
In
me.
cuffs.
You also makes the best, pretty much the
But
best
you
bow
gotta,
wood in
but
the
you gotta
world,
think
too.
But they
what
say that
what your saliva
if you use it for an
does.
arrow, it kills
It's
twice.
an intensive amount. So even if you put a teeny
It's
little bit of a
animal you.
poisonous thing, your saliva turns it
Well, you can use you
Way
berries and you
hardcore.
toxin for poisoning streams,
Yep.
rivers, get your fish.
okay.
That is saxifrage.
Is it healthy or does it just
It's
look
not
like
edible.
that?
It's not edible.
Or I mean, is the plant healthy or is it?
It's fine.
Is that dying?
It'll come back. It'll be fine. It's totally healthy, yeah.
I learned that notology.
Yeah, that little bit of the yew kind of like leaves a kind of bit in your, when I
Man,
masticated it.
Please be careful with that stuff.
Yeah, there's a few that will kill you.
They'll shut us down.
Yeah.
That one's
I died at the International Peace Guard. Shut it down.
Shut it.
Yeah. See, that's what this guy did over here. This guy ate some of that. Look at him. He's down.
No, yeah.
I mean, put a little Kool-Aid in there, you know. And
If you really had
You
to.
had to. What did
Rose
Jeez.
family member.
Look at this here.
Don't eat it.
Red berry, which I've already heard is.
in case they get lost out in the middle of nowhere and have to do it.
Usually if it's like
Or
a
it's actually,
tomato-looking berry, then it's more dangerous. If it's more like an apple, then it's less. This is, I'm trying to remember the name, but it's in the rose family. It's really bitter, really yucky.
Drinking someone else's piss, now that would
That, so,
You can make that into a straw.
From last year?
yeah.
yeah, the thing about apples is after they've sat in the
exactly.
cold, they usually
Look
get
at that.
sweeter.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
It's less than a winter. That's
And
pretty
if,
good.
if it's
Flexible.
a crab apple, that's usually really sweet.
you know what this is?
Seaweed.
Yeah, that looks like flax.
Flax?
Is it kind of rubbery? Is it soft?
Yeah, it's kind of rubbery.
Yeah. Maybe it's flax. Maybe it's, yeah, I think that's flax.
Is that where flax seeds come from?
Yep.
Smells like a hot dog.
Hot doggiaceae.
Well, literally. Almost like, not really make a fishing pole out of it, but.
You get your thing and it's sticking.
Ivy stuff. What's the use of this? Other than being a pain in the butt. This ground
English
cover
ivy. There's no edible.
There's no use at all.
Shade. This is cool.
See, it could be way over here and go, hey Dale, hey Dale.
This is called pig squeak.
Really?
Pig squeak.
It squeaks when you rub it together.
Oh.
It does. It sounds like a little piggy. So cute.
Weird.
Well, thanks, guys. We gotta head back.
Yeah, we're
So are you
done.
gonna do this every week? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna try it once or twice. We will start with once a week until plants
Go
start
up
growing.
into the foothills of the mountain.
Yeah, that's
gotta-
where you want to
You
go.
gotta wait. That's why we're here. Is because it's
Still
gotta
too
be
much
low
stuff.
altitude.
Pain, man.
Look how solid that is. I could stick that all the way into you.
Damn.
I could stick that all the way through a person.
Yeah,
It would not break.
that's insane.
Wow, that's strong. That's evil. Ooh, sharp as
Careful.
hell.
Yeah, you just cut yourself, bro.
Wow.
Look at how brutal these things are. Little spiny pines everywhere.
Making them really.
It's frightening.
That is sharp,
had
man.
almond cheese.
That would not be a
That
good
is
time.
sharp as it gets.
It's pretty easy. What do you
Well,
mash it up?
yeah, and then you mix it with a
Locust,
bit of
huh?
lemon juice, like an astringent, and then you leave it in like a.
Is that what they made the crown of thorns out of?
I don't know.
Gosh, that's.
It did. It would hurt.
I don't think it's too brittle. You can't bend it.
But straight on, if you're holding it like this.
Oh yeah. Kill.
Woo! That little tiny spike there.
Just
Cuts
gotcha.
right through you.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with this.
Hell no.
You make your whole like area around your yard with these.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine accidentally
Another layer
sitting
of
on that or
cactus.
something?
People fall in this, fall into the cactus, and then you turn on some Benny Hill music automatically.
After he's being all that crazy stuff, he did. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
So what are you?
Is that Gandhi right there?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
It's actually a statue.
Come here, I'm gonna get you. Come here, I'm gonna get you.